This is happiness, to be everything at once. Be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of Mood Prep. My name is Dave Nixon, and today I'm going to, I suppose I'm probably going to have a bit of a different kind of conversation than my probably more recent podcasts where I've been more thought-provoking. Maybe it is, I don't know. Fucking take from it what you will. You always do anyway. But that's all you can never do, really. Here is a little reminder. It's a reminder for myself. It's a reminder for you. It's one that I recommend. I suppose I offer for you to come back to every day, every week. And that is this idea that you're going to be great at whatever it is that you really, truly want to do. You're going to be great as long as you're prepared to suck at it first. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, people want to be great, but they don't want to do the shitty work and the failures and all that sort of stuff. And I don't want this to be a success-failure conversation. That's not what it is. This isn't one of those pump-up kind of conversations. This is a reminder that every single fucking one of us has this, like, innate potential and greatness within us. And that's not some sort of positive outlook on life. It's we have to get out of our own way. And in order to do that, we have to prepare ourselves to fumble our way to greatness. And that's okay. Like, it's not gonna fucking look pretty, because it never ever has. For no one, ever. But your personal greatness doesn't have to look like someone else's, because if you're trying to get somebody else's greatness, then it will never be great, because you can't be somebody else. And it doesn't matter, like, I'm not saying someone else with a name. I'm saying take the fucking mask off and move towards what's truly important to you, and be prepared to fumble and stumble along the way. To move towards what's uncomfortable, because your potential isn't just improving your strengths. It's not ignoring them either, but it's moving towards the things that are uncomfortable for you. The vulnerability, the thinking, maybe it's the planning, maybe it's asking for help. Whatever it is that you're so fucking stubborn about, like, behind that is actually where your potential lays. If only we could really grasp this concept for everything, is that if we truly want to become great, stop fucking yourself over by stopping yourself, right? Stop overthinking it. Get out of your head and into your body, right? Get out of your feelings and into your head, right? For each person, it's going to be different. There's a different path for each individual, but the advice is the same. Get out of your own way. And your old fucking actions are going to get you the same old results. So maybe you're going to have to change your thinking to solve the problems that your thinking has created for you. Think about that for a second. If you have created problems for yourself, and unless you want to blame them on someone else and not claim responsibility and ownership and the results, then you're going to blame them on someone else, right? If that's what you want to do, then you will never develop. But when you're able to take responsibility for your thinking, creating the issues around you, then what you can do is start to shift your thinking. And when you start to think differently, and you do this by leaning into your potential and the things that are uncomfortable, because the things that are familiar with you or familiar to you is what's created the issues, the frustrations, the struggles, all that sort of stuff. Hey, maybe you even keep them around because it's comfortable. Right? The uncomfortableness of struggle actually is comfortable for you because you grew up like that, and you don't know what it is to be able to be happy and free and not have to fight with everyone or someone all the fucking time, not have to struggle with money. So you keep yourself poor. You keep yourself bankrupt financially, emotionally, physically, because you're scared of that challenge. But you want more. Consciously, you want to be able to break through that. You're just not prepared to put your fucking hand up and ask for help. Not prepared to look like the student again, because you've been such a professional in this other area in your life that you think that identity wraps all the way around. It's not. You're just pumping yourself up for failure. Like, that's your identity is bullshit. It's nothing. I care about my reputation. Reputation, point at it for me. It's not a real fucking thing. It's nothing. And when we can let go of that, we can truly move towards what's really important, because greatness, your personal greatness, is not defined by anyone else. It's defined by you, by what's important to you. And when you find something that's important to you, you're able to be in it. You're living it. You're not doing it. Right? And you don't do what's important to you. You be what's important to you. You embody it. It's just a different frame of thinking. But the reality is that frame of thinking just pays dividends, because you don't have to pretend to please someone. You don't have to have this anguish of like not having someone happy with you or proud of you or whatever. Like it's just looking at the motives that are underneath everything and realizing that everything that you need is within you. You just need to get out of your own way. If that's letting go of the bullshit, if it's letting go of the poverty, mental, emotional, physical, whatever, if it's letting go of all that, and this is why, you've heard me say it before, and if you haven't, welcome to it for the first time, is that the last thing people will let go of is their suffering, because it holds them to an identity that they know to be familiar, yet that's not where our potential or our greatness is. It's in the adventure. It's in the death of the boy, the birth of the man, the death of the girl, the birth of the woman. It's in the emerging. And that's always in the unknown. And the only reason you wouldn't leave, one of the main reasons, is because you don't trust yourself. You're so caught up in what you already know, you don't trust yourself to deal with the unknown and move towards the things that truly are important to you. Because what happens when you do that, and this is the thing, when you do that, people observe. Maybe they're resistant to begin with, right? I heard this on my course just recently. When you start to change and you shed these rules that you made for yourself, when you shed them, and let's call it your ego then goes into the person near you, your family, someone that you work with, and it's trying to get back into its old home, and it goes, you've changed. That's your old fucking ego getting into someone else's body and telling you that you changed, and it's bullshit. It's scared that you're going to leave it. It's a scared little boy that didn't know what to do. It's a scared little girl still trying to get approval. You're not that anymore. Step into your greatness, but you can't do that comfortably. You got to be able to move through and make decisions on things that truly are important to you, because people are watching. You want to impact the next generation, people that aren't even born yet, people you haven't met yet. You don't do that by formulating a perfectly written speech or a job or a business proposal or a fucking essay in university that once you've written it and you've been so stressed about it, no one ever asks to see it again. Like, that shit just doesn't matter. It's who you show up as. That's what truly matters. And you know it. Deep down, you fucking know it too. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't tell you anything brand new. That's not my job. My job's to challenge your thinking. My job's to help you, like, pull the best fucking version of yourself by getting out of your own way. People are always so fucking, like, they're just so keen looking for the answers, don't realize they already have the answers. They need the questions. What's stopping you? What are you letting stop you? And if your first answer was something external, you're lying to yourself. Go internal first. You'll rock your world. Team, I'm out. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this beneficial, it would mean the world to me. If you would share it with someone else that you think would also find it beneficial. If you share it on social media, please tag me. It would mean the world to me as well. If you're on Instagram, @DDNix. If it's on Facebook, you'll find me under Dave Nixon. But thank you so much for tuning in every day, guys. I don't know. I'm very, very grateful. That's all I can say for now. All right. Enough of the soppy stuff. Until tomorrow, peace and pizza. Kick today in the dick. Slay the dragon. I'll see you soon.
To be everything at once, be unblinded, be unlearned, be unbridled and unburned.